Hello, everybody. This is going to be a kind of a split kind of stream. Not split in the sense of like, oh, we're doing part 2 tomorrow and gluing the streams, but more so in terms of concept, I suppose. This is a stream where we discuss the review of... I am doing the review. My theater-going experience with seeing Alien Romulus, and we're going to play some Alien games. But yeah, I'm going to go in depth about my movie-going experience and seeing the movie. Now, first of all, if you just want to hear my opinion about this movie immediately from the get-go and kind of be like, okay, he liked it or didn't like it. I thought this movie was like a 5 out of 10. You know, I marathoned all the Alien movies, and you know, Alien. In fact, I have a giant Alien poster, giant one. I have The Thing, Dawn of the Dead, and Alien on my wall right now. And you know, the first movie I always regard as the best. It builds suspense, and I love it. You know, I'm not a super big fan of aliens. Mainly because I like my xenomorph, quote unquote, scary and suspenseful. And I always thought the Alien Queen was a dumb concept. I always prefer the original deleted cut of the alien turns people into eggs. I think it's creepier and more alien, quote unquote, right? I said quote unquote several times, but whatever the case, sorry, kind of just woke up. I saw it last night at around 7 p.m., 8 p.m. But it was a good movie-going experience, I would say, because I enjoyed seeing it with a smaller crowd. You know, the quiet parts of the movie, the sound design in this movie is really good. I really enjoyed that. You know, silent at the very beginning, you know, in space, yada, yada, yada. So it was very suspenseful and nice. But, you know, I watched all the Alien movies, marathoning up to this. I saw Prometheus and Alien Covenant. And I'll bring up Prometheus a lot, probably in this review as I'm talking about it. But this new movie shouldn't have been called... This is where I get snarky and I get, you know... I got my critic glasses on. I'm Roger Ebert. This movie shouldn't have been called Alien Romulus. It should have been called Alien Remember. Okay? Because, let me tell you something. This movie felt like a best of hits from the Alien movies performed by a cover band. You know, there was parts of this movie that was really good and shit that made me roll my eyes. You know, I thought the main protagonist was okay. I really enjoyed the android, Andy the android, which made me laugh. You know, I thought it was a germ a bit, but I'm like, his name is Andy? Really? But, you know, this is going to be a very spoiler-heavy sort of review, so, you know, if you... are planning to see this movie and you don't want to hear spoilers, you know, click off, watch some Cocomelon instead. But the problem with this movie, I would say, that the moment the xenomorph showed up, you know, the whole, you know, franchise's star, I thought the quality of the movie dipped and became very formulaic. I enjoyed the very beginning of the movie the most, because I felt like I was watching Blade Runner or something like that. Like, I felt the characters established early on in this, like, world by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. I thought they really worked on themselves, by themselves. I thought, this is going to be a movie that's very world-building and kind of necessarily doesn't need the old tropes to work. And I really enjoyed that, you know, because the movie takes... The plot is, you know, you got these people working on, like, a mining... a planet, essentially, and they want off this planet. And, you know, the protagonist has this android friend. And essentially, they find out there is a spaceship above this planet. I forget what this planet was called, Jackson, or something like that. The Michael Jackson planet, I don't know. But they see this thing on the radar above, and they want to go up there because they want to escape the planet, hop into the cryotubes, and fall asleep for 6 years, and end up on a better planet, essentially. They go up there, and, you know, once they get there, they realize the batteries to, you know, activate hypersleep is not fully powered, so they're kind of stuck there. And that's, long story short, is where the alien shows up, because the spaceship is actually a space station called Romulus. Romulus and Remus. And once the scenes show up, I felt like, oh, really? Okay. So there's face huggers, they see dead androids, you know, and it's all shit we've seen before. And, you know, but I was okay with it, because it was still suspenseful. It was still, you know, I enjoyed it. But it felt like you're not going to miss much by not seeing this movie, I would say. You could watch this movie and just be like, hey, it's an alien movie, you know, sure. But I don't know, I felt like, you know, a lot of people have problems with Prometheus. They think that movie is like, oh, it's like, what the fuck's going on or whatever. But this movie feels like a best of every movie. You know, you got the suspense of Alien 1 at the very beginning. It gets actiony with aliens. Alien 3's prison colony thing, that's kind of like sort of in the beginning. And Alien Resurrection is the ending of this movie. You know, again, spoilers, there is a new alien that is a man-morph. Because the black goo from Prometheus is injected into this pregnant woman, and she gives birth to a freaky creature TM, you know. Which was fun, you know. I thought, oh, that's a little creepy, I guess, but it is essentially a rehash of Alien Resurrection, which, you know, I mean, I don't particularly love that movie, but hey, it's got Brad Dourif in it. I love my main man from Voyager. Not mentioning Chucky, by the way, or, you know, what else movie was in Dune? You know, and there's bits of, like, you know, Prometheus, because the black goo and the baby looks kind of like the engineers from Prometheus. And Alien Covenant, I don't really know if it did anything from Alien Covenant necessarily. But, yeah, this movie had some problems, and that's why I'll explain this. There's a lot of just dumb callbacks, just to tell the audience, hey, this is an alien movie. And that's why I kind of like Prometheus a little bit, because at least it did something new. Not everybody loved that, but I thought, hey, at least it did something new. There's a moment in this movie where the android, which, like, in this universe has no context or explanation why he says this. Again, callbacks. Andy the android has the pulse rifle, or a pulse rifle look-alike gun. And it says, "Get away from her, you bitch." Now, why did he say that? It reminded me a lot of Predator, where Arnold says, "He couldn't see me." In fact, I think the movie Prey did something similar, where the protagonist, or I think the co-star of the movie, went like, "If it bleeds, we can kill it." What? What? You know. And what I say with the best of stuff, you know, you got the protagonist at the very end. I think like all the Aliens movies do some sort of trope about this, but it's like, you know, we've escaped the danger, we're on the ship alone, time to relax, and then suddenly, whim, still a danger, you know, and we gotta blast it out into space, you know. And I thought for once, like, oh, we're not gonna go down that route again. No, they do. So it's a very predictable sort of movie. You know, and, you know, for what it's worth, it's okay. I really like the music in the movie. I really like the, you know, sound design. I think that was pretty efficient. But overall, I would say the movie is not as good as people make it out to be. I saw the movie poster for this, you know, and a lot of Swedish review columnists, I don't know what the word is, are saying it's the best movie ever in the Alien franchise. Alien is back. Best since Aliens. What? The fuck? I guess it would be the best ever if you haven't seen anything beyond the first movie, you know? But I have, and I can say this, you know, I think my biggest groaner moment, TM, was when Ash from the first Alien movie shows up, except it's not Ash. It is, I forget the actor's name. In fact, I can see cheat right now, Ian Holm, which passed away recently. He also played Bilbo Baggins, of course, in the Lord of the Rings movies. But yeah, Ian Holm shows up in like a deep fake AI as a decapitated android again. And his name was Rook. It was not Ash. And for the moment, I thought, is this the same station? Is this the Nostromo? Like, what the fuck is this? But You know, we got yet another, this creature is perfect. And he also refers to the creature as the xenomorph, which I thought was weird, because I don't ever recall the xenomorph being, you know, the terminology being xenomorph. It was always like the creature or the thing or the bug, whatever the fuck. And I don't think it was even called that in the lore name. But then again, I'm not 100% like super invested in this franchise. I haven't read all the novels. I've played a couple of games, you know, but it was just kind of weird. It felt, it's Alien. In Aliens, it's said. I don't remember that. In fact, I've seen some other people complain about some of the other dialogue in this movie is directly like lifted from other movies, like verbatim. I didn't really catch on to that, maybe because I was so overloaded on Alien movies in general that I'm like, whatever the fuck. You know, in the Alien is called Alien. It's in the movie title, Joey. Xenomorph was the term used in Aliens by Marines for any unknown life form. Okay. But then I'm wrong. I just felt it was weird. It felt weird somehow. I don't know, but you know, with this movie, at the end of the credits, I stayed after the credits and I thought, you know, is there going to be a post-credit scene or something like that? Or no, nothing like that. You know, we were like the only 3 other people in the audience left. Everybody had gone. And I'll tell you another funny story that's unrelated to this. When I was going to exit, I'm one of those dumb fuck idiots who don't know how to open a door. All right, the movie was over, we're walking out, and I thought because we were the last people that had locked us in, and it was a push door. I'm like, where the fuck is the door? Because I don't go to the movie theater that often. And this should really be indicative of how stupid I am. And maybe I shouldn't be watching movies because I'm too stupid to open a fucking door. And, you know, I watched this movie with Bacon, and he's like, it's push, dumbass? I'm like, oh. Keep in mind, it was very dark, so, you know. Bro had a Sims moment, you know. You know, as I was saying, when the credits were rolling, I thought to myself, what is next for this franchise? Because, you know, it feels very formulaic. It's very predictable what's going to happen. I can't tell you how tired I am of this trope where someone's trying to open a door, like an airlock door, and someone's on the other side. The other person is banging and saying, let me in, let me in, let me in, you know. And the other person's like, no, I can't do that. Or the trope is that, you know, they're trying to open a door and suddenly a loud sound pops up and it's another character smushed against the window saying, hey, you gotta get in. I'm like, why not gently be like, hey, I know we're scared. Hey, hello. You know, like, it's always this overtly dramatic. I mean, I know it's meant to be a horror movie, but Jesus Christ, man, come on. Fucking hell. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. I just felt like the whole franchise now feels a little confused, you know, because I know not everybody loved Prometheus, as I said, and Alien Covenant was, you know, Prometheus too, but they marketed it instead as Alien Covenant because they were like, you know, we need to go back to what people like, the xenomorph, you know, which I thought was a little lame. Should have just called it Prometheus 2, I suppose. Even though it did have the xenomorph in it, which it lacked in the original Prometheus movie. Which by the way, I gotta say, out of all these new Alien movies, Prometheus is the best because it did new things. There's that cesarean section scene in Prometheus, which, you know, I usually crack jokes, and I usually like a shitpost our movie, but I was like, ooh, this is really intense. This is disgusting. Because the character Shaw has a creature inside of her, and she has to like literally go into surgery without anesthetics and pull this fucking thing out. It's disgusting. You know, and there was a little bit of like vagina horror in this new movie too. You know, there was the fact that I mentioned this earlier, but the black goo from Prometheus, what was his name? Rook, the Ash character android. It's like, hey, inject yourself with this. It'll heal you, TM. And at the end of the movie, when everything is safe, she gives birth to an alien egg. And out of this alien egg comes out this guy that looks like, what's his name? Fuck, I'm thinking. I thought at first it was the guy from Weird Science. Uh, he was also in TNG. What is his name? He's got a very peculiar looking head. If you watch Red Letter Media, he ate chicken wings with him. He kind of looks like Bert. No, yeah, I guess. Quark. No, the woman did not. Michael Berryman. Michael Berryman. I thought it was Michael. Dude was super tall. You know, creepy looking kind of engineer. You know, but so this thing is around and it gets shot out of a airlock. Except not really. It was more so like blasted to the floor of the ship. And it was destroyed on an asteroid belt. And the movie ends that literally... the movie ends with a monologue that is verbatim, almost stolen from, every other movie. My name is, Woman Johnson, and this is the last log of the Romulus or whatever the fuck, signing off. And the ship sails into the horizon. This is Luke Skywalker. Did you like that they said, "Get away from here, you bitch," for no reason? I was just talking about this, and I was like, well, why? What is the purpose in universe of that happening? The only reason I can find out is, the android in the movie has two personalities. He's got his natural sort of like shy and sort of a little socially awkward face, and when they plug him into the corporation mode, he turns into an asshole. And I guess it was like getting emotional because he was back to neutral mode when the protagonist, I forget her name, Rain was her name, when she's being like attacked by an alien and goes, reference to Aliens, when Ripley protected Newt from the Xenoqueen. Yeah, I know. Then that's like what? Huh? But I don't know, man. This movie was okay, and as the kids say, mid. Whenever this movie comes out on streaming, all I gotta say is this, fuck it, watch it. You'll kill 1 hour and 30 minutes. There's a point in the movie that I actually was happy, and this is, I don't think anyone has ever commented on this, but the whole timing, or the whole what do you call it, the timer to the obliteration of the ship, because it's on a self-destruction path, because it's about to go into like the rings of Saturn, the asteroid belt. They got 40 minutes, and I took that literally when they said, ship is going to explode in 40 minutes. And I thought, all right, we got 40 minutes left of this. I'm just going to drink my soda cup. All right. And I was thinking, can they just say what the time lapse of the movie is so I know when I can go home and take a nap? Literally, I was like, oh, thanks for telling me. That's awesome. Because, when I watch movies at home, sometimes I just want to know what the time frame is. So I go into the seek bar with my mouse and I see, oh, okay, 30 minutes of this, and then 10 minutes deducted from the credits. And I was like happy. I'm like, oh, thanks for telling me. In fact, I wish the actors broke the fourth wall and said, it's over soon, don't worry. And I'm like, oh, thank you, man. Point at him. But the timer was accurately timed too. That's pretty funny. Movies need a progress bar on the bottom. This is how we save movie theaters. By the way, you're probably asking, did I get the movie Alien popcorn head? Seems that the theaters nowadays really market things you can get at the movie theater. Dune did something similar, I believe, where it was the giant, sandworm. And Deadpool, Wolverine did something similar to that too. But yeah, I did not get it because we don't get like shit like that in Sweden. And that's why I always get pissed off when I get American commercials like the Double Down KFC Zinger Double Cheeseburger. Get it now at your Dairy Queen. I'm like, this does not apply to me. Shut the fuck up. I have none of these things. Fuck off. Mute yourself, But we don't get things like that here. And when people ask me, Joel, did you get it? I'm like, no, I didn't, because I couldn't. I live in a shit fuck nowhere place, okay? So, never ever eat a Dairy Queen burger. Doesn't have Dairy Queen. But yeah, getting into that. But it was a nice movie theater going experience. I enjoyed myself while I was there. I might have given contradictory evidence to that by saying that, I was looking for when the movie ended. It was more so the midpoint where I realized, okay, we were like there. But it was a quiet movie going theater. There was no like kids with their phones. There's many times. I remember seeing Jurassic Park Afterbirth, or whatever the fucking movie was called with Antho, and I remember there was so many kids checking their phones in the fucking movie theater. And I know we all like meme on the Family Guy Subway Surfers bit, but it was like literally that. I don't get it. You've paid money for this, and you would much rather do something else. Maybe they're there for like no lights. But at that point, you can just like go into your room and you shut off the lights. Social reasons. Yeah, but it's like distracting because you have like, the surround system of the theater playing. I don't know, man. They're there to say they saw Jurassic Park, I guess. Maybe because the movie wasn't very good, but that's true too. But I've seen it many times otherwise. I remember seeing Godzilla 2014. Same thing happened there. And I'll never forget what the guy looked like. There was a teenager in the crowd. He had a snapback with spikes on it. And I always thought about that. He had a snapback with spikes on it. It looked like a black metal torture device crossed with Tony Hawk. Very weird. But the more I talk about this movie, the more... it's like talking about a dream. The more you talk about a dream, the less you remember. So I made sure that I would at least review this movie pretty close to the time frame where I've seen it. But not great, not super bad. I wish whatever is in the future of this franchise, they don't bring Ripley back. Sigourney Weaver again would be awful. It's kind of like Linda Hamilton from Terminator. Like, hey, they're back. Was it the Muppets? We're back. It will be really bad, and especially if they like. My nightmare would be this: Alien Nightmare. They bring her back, and they apply like anti-aging CGI cream, and they have her like do a prequel or something. Like, ugh. Maybe before Alien. That wouldn't work. But listen. Yeah, I think this franchise needs a fucking kick in the ass already. It needs to do something different. Because the opening of this movie was so promising, and just having not the xenomorph featured. Because here's the thing. I said this at the very start of this quote-unquote review. It's quote-unquote again. The xenomorph, I think, should be a scary creature, But we know what this thing does. We know what it looks like, and it's not scary because I don't like the fact that how easily they die, because the first Alien movie is just one guy, xenomorph, and that kills everybody. Now it's like, it's just dead, and they got acid for blood. We know all these things, and I think, the Alien franchise in general, that's why I kind of like Prometheus, all new things to surprise you, because you want to be surprised going to a movie theater. You want to be excited to be like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen next. And you kind of know that already. Chestburster scene, I got this. People stuck on the wall. And that, I gotta ask, I guess people don't want that. They don't want new things. They want more of the familiar, shit they seen 30 years ago. Because they want to be reminded, be like, get away from her, you bitch. By the way, nobody cheered in this audience for that, which I was very happy with. I expected some guy eating popcorn to stand up and go, yeah! Said the thing! I expect that if you're in America and there's a bunch of Alien fans that just want that. Yeah! Did you watch it in Swedish? Yeah, we watched it in Swedish. All the movies are dubbed here, like in Germany. He said the thing. Dude, people cheered in my Deadpool Wolverine movie, but it makes sense that the movie was fucking metal as all hell. Does the alien sound different? No, it is probably pull from a stock library at this point. You know. If you're talking about the alien pounds, Dawn MP3, that thing, I didn't hear that, but the sound design was good. The sound design was good, and visually the movie looks pretty good too. I believe that the director sought out the prop department team and the guys that worked on Aliens from 1986, I believe. Like, specifically, these people that worked on the movie be like, come back for this? Which I thought was pretty impressive, because there's one more thing in this movie that I appreciated. Actual fucking physical xenomorphs. Not CGI. Which is a double-edged sword, you know. Practical effects has a tendency to look a little plastic. But I loved it. Okay, because when I saw, like, rubbery, you know, facehugger skitter, and I could tell that they were really there, it warmed my heart. I was thinking, oh, that's lovely. There's substance to this, you know. But it's kind of a mix of the two. But seeing the xenomorph in full, you know, costume, it's a lot of hidden by light and, you know, what do you call it, shadows and stuff, which is how it should be. Was very nice. It was very, very nice. Hot Dad Raid. Hello, Hot Dad. What's poppin'? We're talking about Alien Romulus. I saw Alien Romulus yesterday. But yeah, seeing the alien in full, you know, costume was very nice. The alien design differs from each movie, by the way. They always have their own little take on it, and I thought he looked fine. You know, I thought whomever walked in the proper department, you know, this was a labor of love, and it felt good that practical effects, you know, was on screen. That was very nice. Not everything would have worked with practical effects, because the movie would have been 8 times as expensive. But, you know, people are seeing this movie. People, you know, seem to really love it, according to the reviews, which I was curious what people were thinking. And when I saw the big blurb of, you know, the best alien movie in 30 years. It's like, what? Shit, really? That got me wondering, like, oh, maybe they did something really different, and they really didn't. But it reminded me of Alien Isolation. Do you remember the news articles? The most terrifying AI ever. Couldn't fucking go across a table. Feels realer than real. What? This is a scam. Scam. They meant in 3 years. Oh, I guess. The best movie since the last movie you saw. You know. Will you see Borderlands? No, I will not, because I will see bad movies if they're funny bad, but not if they're generally boring to see. You know, that's like playing a Call of Duty game and calling it, you know, Bad Movie Friday or Bad Game Friday. It's like, yeah, it's Call of Duty. Not particularly interesting to me, you know. Will I see Sonic 3? Sonic 3 I will see. And I'll be sure to react it on stream and see, you know, I'll be like Leonardo DiCaprio, you know. I recognize that. I know Shadow the Hedgehog. I recognize his gun. Which, by the way, people have been saying that, you know, Sonic 3 is going to be a PG-13 movie. Which is going to be amazing, guys. Because I cannot fucking wait until Jim Carrey tells Sonic the Hedgehog to suck my dick. I cannot wait until Dr. Eggman smokes a big Benadryl. I cannot fucking wait till Tails... Miles Prower crucifies Sonic with a big mallet. It's gonna be incredible, guys. It's gonna make the movie excellent material. They're gonna have Shadow say boogies. But yeah, with this movie, I wasn't particularly impressed. I think this franchise is you know, I don't know what to appeal to. I'm not a movie guy, but I think that the fans that want the same tropes of things we've heard before is making it boring, and then you have people that want it very different, and you get Prometheus, which not everybody loves. It's almost like if they should just do new exciting things instead of going to franchises that is literally 40 years old now. But that would be preposterous. Can't do that. We need to sell popcorn, okay? Did you ever see the last Predator movie that came out a couple years ago? Yeah, Prey. I thought Prey was okay. I wasn't very blown away by that either. But I did enjoy the changing of the settings and the environment and the time period. I thought that was pretty exciting. But there is also callbacks, and I forget what the line was, but I think she literally says, or another character draws some quote from the movie, from the 1987 movie, and says, you know, if it bleeds, we can kill it, or you're one ugly motherfucker. I think that shit was in the movie. He couldn't see me. You know, I like the part where he fought the bear, because I was like, oh, I don't care how strong Predator is, he's gonna get his ass kicked, and the bear kicked his ass. He couldn't see me. Pre-reference Predator 2, which was more than expected. Yeah, the whole gun, the 1800 guns. Yeah. So, you know, remember the other newer Predator movie where they try to make a superhero for some reason? The Predator. Yeah, I never seen it. I don't know. Here's what I say, ladies and gentlemen. I think what this franchise needs, Prey was okay, but it could have been better. Alien Romulus was okay, could have been better. Here's what we need. Alien versus Predator 3 coming back. And here's what I want, okay? A lot of people are excited for Logan Paul, Jake Paul, whatever, same person, versus Mike Tyson in November. I want this to be a televised Netflix special where it's just ding, 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 ding. And here comes the Predator swing, and here comes the xenomorph. You know? And it's just, for 1 hour, a fist fight. You know what I mean? Boom. It's gonna be great. And guest appearances by Freddy versus Jason. Check that out. It's gonna be pretty exciting. Fuck, I'd watch that. Romulus director and Prey's director actually consider making a new AVP together. Us, no joke. Ooh, okay. Stone Cold Steve Predator. Give me a hell yeah. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Unrelated. I saw something fucked up. Real fucked up, guys. I was watching Predator again. It's like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia scene. Predator again? You know, we've seen it 36 times. But I downloaded subtitles for the fucking movie. And, you know, where Arnold's got the big rock, drops it down. What the hell are you? And he goes, beep, doo, 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 doo. Self-destruction activates. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Ooh. Beep, beep, beep. Arnold's like, oh, shit. Oh, God. And he starts running. You know what the subtitles fucking said? Imitating Billy's laugh. Okay? I stood up out of my sofa. They had to take a tranquilizer blow and go into my neck to sedate me because I was so angry. Because that is not what Billy laughs at. Okay, that's not Billy's laugh. Because, yes, at the very beginning it's, oh, 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 oh. But then it goes, ah, you know, like some crazy Dracula laugh. It is a yearly argument. Yes. But, you know, and why did the Predator laugh? Guys, he's not malicious, and he's not laughing in joy, or like, I got you. Maybe, I mean, he's like a hunter of honor. He should have just crossed his arms and be like, accepting death, like, yes, I've done my part. You know, but why, why? Okay. He saw Mario smoking weed. He was nervous. Nervous? The subtitle writer snuck their fan theory in. You know, you can edit subtitles, right? They're all in a TXT document. I'm gonna make my own subtitles, change that out, and make my own thing. And I'm gonna put in character breaks character, or no, that's a bad idea. More like the predator laughs for no reason, question mark. And I'm just gonna say Control S, upload that all the yiffies out there, all the fucking torrents. So when people download this movie, they'd be like, that is stupid. That is stupid. Why? This subtitle maker arguing with the movie. Oh God, that'll be the funniest thing. Any movie, you know, like, I don't know, fucking, give me an example of like a movie villain that dies a stupid death. God, what am I thinking of? I was thinking Die Hard, but no, that's like okay, I guess. How about this? Spider-Man. Willem Dafoe gets impaled by his own, hoverboard. And the subtitles, when it goes into himself, it should be Willem Dafoe gets clumsy, question mark? Clumsy? Or oops, what? Let out some steam, Bennett. Gary Oldman from The Fifth Element. Willem Dafoe made an oopsie. Also Palpatine, kinda, I guess. He fell down? What? Yikes moment. Somebody brought up Saw in the chat. I've never seen Saw, any of the movies. I remember seeing a movie clip on Hostel on YouTube in like 2000 whatever, and it was the eyeball scene where some lady has her eyeball out, and they take a little nail clipper scissor and go on the eyeball hanging out. That I'm like, these movies are not for me. Okay, when I'm at the movie theater, I want to laugh at the gore. I want to be like, Jesus, what the fuck, That's why my favorite horror movies is like very suspenseful but not very gory, or very gory but funny. Like I want to laugh and be entertained, Evil Dead style, or suspenseful, like Duel. Or I guess I like my horrors more like thrillers of like, ooh man, are they gonna get out of here? Or it's gonna be like, I don't know, groovy scanners. I don't know. But, Saw 1 is more suspenseful. I kick arse for the Lord. Human Centipede series moment. What's your opinion on that one Elm Street movie where Freddy Krueger is playing with the power glove? What is that, 4? I rewatched the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie. It's pretty fun. I just hate a very specific trope in movies. That was 6. I hate the trope of no one believes the protagonist, even though fantastical shit is happening around them, and they still don't fucking believe them. And they believe them when Freddy Krueger is literally on fire, falling down a flight of stairs. Like, wait a minute, okay, I also hate another trope. I don't know if this is a trope that is actually a trope. I hate when you see a movie with somebody and they think they are smarter than the movie directors and creators. This is very strange to discuss. It's like something happens in the movie, a funny line, and people point it out as, and like, I got that. You can't cheat me. I'm like, they made the movie. They are the masters of this Dungeons and Dragons campaign. What are you talking about? Like, they'll shake my arm and be like, look. The villain is right there. They haven't seen it. The movie directors haven't seen that the villain is there. Okay? I seen it. Joel, hey, look. People do that shit to me. Like, right? Who does this? My friends does. My family does that. Movies are a competition where you have to outwit the director and you have to win. It's weird. It's weird to describe this, but it's like they figured out. They laugh at a joke in the movie, like they're smarter than what the movie is showing them. Like, I got that joke, and they feel like, I don't know what the fuck, man, I'm talking about. Or when your friends try to call out a scene in advance, like they know it's coming, I guess. I don't know what the fuck. But like, what the fuck, the movie director didn't see? Yeah, that's the mentality where like they weren't aware what they were creating on screen. You know, it's weird. What do you think about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1? Ooh, I watched it a couple of days ago. I've seen it before, but I saw it again, and all I gotta say about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1, generally creepy, weird movie, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, I'm streaming this for the Vineyard in October when we're watching spooky movies, because this movie makes me laugh so hard, because the contrast between a 70s like independently filmed movie versus a canon Globus movie in the 80s is so fucking different. One is a horror movie, one is a comedy. Dear God. Dear fucking God. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is great. For different reasons than being generally good like the first one. But, did you know that the original movie soundtrack was recorded in a slaughterhouse? Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up shit with the first movie, like how the lead actor, like, some of the blood was real because she ran through, like, branches in the forest and she actually cut herself. Shit like that. Just, like, odd atmosphere to this movie. But, you know, I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1. But on top of that, that's funny. Joel, I spent 45 minutes play game, please. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll shut the fuck up. But final notes about that. The first movie, dude, if you've played a Puppet Combo game and you've never seen the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, go see the first movie somewhere. Get it off youtube.mp4ripper.exe, and you'll be like, wait a minute, that's what they're doing every game? Every single Puppet Combo game is the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre redone, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, wrapping up on the review here. We're going to do a BRB and actually play some games here, but final note about this. Hey, man. If you get tickets for free, if you got a buddy to see it with, and it's a late night screening with not a lot of people in the crowd, you'll have a good time, you know. Not particularly, like, great or bad. You'll enjoy it. You know, hey, at least Andy the Android cracks up your dad jokes that made me laugh. You know what I mean? Because they were like so terrible. I love them. But yeah, it's an alright movie. There are much better movies playing in the cinema right now that you can see. That is much better. I think there was a Paw Patrol movie, and one of the posters. Listen, guys, here's what you do: see Paw Patrol super late at night when nobody's there. And here's what you do: get your camera out, film it for YouTube, rake in that ad revenue, steal money, Midnight Paw Patrol showing. How about this? Go with friends, do a fuck ton of Benadryl, get super fucked up, go see Paw Patrol late at night, super goosed up, and view it as a horror movie. The fucking dog's talking! Jesus Christ! Jesus! You know, total fucking mind obliteration. Do not do this, but do it. You know. The dogs have jobs! Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna be right back with some Alien games. Sit tight, and more stuff coming up. But yeah, movie. Wasn't really expecting anything. Didn't really get much out of it. If you're gonna see an Alien movie, see the very first one from 1970. Hang on. 9. Good, I have this poster right behind me, right besides me, so I can actually see. But all right, cool. Be right back.